Good afternoon, Trojans. On today's show, we have information on the PTA Reflections program.
Also in the show, deadline time is here for dual credit classes. We'll have these details and more coming up on Trojan TV News.
Thanks for joining us, Trojan. Thanks for joining us, Trojans. I'm Isaiah Majid.
And I'm Rylan Farron. It's Monday, September 9th, 2024, and here are top news and announcements.
It's time to get creative with the National PTA Reflections program. This school year's theme is Accepting Imperfections. Students, now is your time to shine and show us how you chose to accept the imperfections in your life. You can enter in dance, film, literature, music, photography, or visual arts. We can't wait to see what brings you hope. For questions, please contact Marsha Roth at marsha.roth@lps53.org.
The deadline for dual credit and AccuPlacer scores is fast approaching. Maple Woods will continue to accept intents and enroll forms in AccuPlacer test scores until the end of the day tomorrow, September 10th. After this deadline, they will accept enrollment through this Friday, September 13th, on a case-by-case basis.
It was quite chilly this past weekend.
Yeah, and this morning too. Listen to Dawson Bean for today's weather.
Thanks, Brian and Isaiah. Let's take a look at our current forecast. Right now, it's around 83 degrees and sunny. The high today is 85 degrees with a low of 59, and it should be a pretty good day to go watch the Trojan soccer players take on Platte County tonight around 6:30 at the Park Hill South District Stadium. But let's hop into our weekly weather. So tomorrow we got a high of 88. The temperature's going to jump back up from those cool temperatures we had over the weekend. Lows staying around the lower 60s. It's going to start to drop back down as the week progresses. Getting to 83 high on Friday with a low of 64. And it'll be cloudy all of these days, so that could leave a little room for some wind to also help it cool down. But these temperatures are going to be staying right around the middle of the 80s, maybe a little lower. And those bottom temperatures still staying in the 60s, getting up a little more during the nighttime. So hopefully it can drop back down and we can get a little bit more of that fall weather. But let's send it back to the desk.
Thanks, Dawson. Didn't the football team win last week?
I'm not sure, but I think Isla does. Listen to Isla Prado with today's sports report.
The football team traveled to Northtown to take on the Hornets Friday night. The Trojans came up with a 20-13 win over the Hornets. Zane Thomas completed 24 passes for 247 yards. He connected with Dante Dixon twice and Xander Everts once to account for 3 touchdowns. The team moves to 2-0 on the season. The cross-country teams ran in the Todd Warner Invitational at Staley High School on Saturday. The boys' team finished 11th, led by Jacob Johnson's 28th place finish. The girls finished 16th, led by Stella Groth's 95th place finish. The volleyball team split games on Saturday in the Park Hill High School duels. The Trojans lost to Liberty North 2-0 and defeated Staley 2-1. Ava Daniff led the Trojans with 17 kills on the day, and Brooke Brown combined for 11 digs in both matches. The team is now 6-1 on the season. The boys swim and dive team competed in the Ozark Invitational in Springfield on Saturday. The Trojans finished 3rd out of 20 teams with 245 points. The 400 freestyle relay team led the team with a second place finish. Eli Osborne touched the wall in 3rd place in the 100 backstroke. The 200 medley relay team came in 3rd. Jack Stanley placed 4th in the 200 individual medley, while Osborne sprinted to a 4th place finish in the 50-meter freestyle. Coming up on the Trojan varsity sports calendar, the girls tennis team heads over to Lee Summit to take on Lee Summit North at 4 p.m. The softball team hosts Lee Summit at 5 p.m., and the boys soccer team hosts Platte County at 6:30. That's it for your Trojan sports report. I'm Isla Prada, now back to Isaiah and Rylan.
Thanks, Isla. Today's clubs and activities have meetings today after school. The Gaming Club meets in room 27. Tomorrow after school, Common Ground meets in room 411, and the ISA convenes in room 29. Wednesday after school, Dungeons & Dragons meets in the Library South classroom. Thursday after school, Anime Club meets in room 411, and the Lumberjack Club meets in room 342.
Don't miss out on this school year's memories. Order your yearbook by visiting yearbookforever.com for $75. Prices will increase on January 1st, so order today. Parents of seniors can create a lasting tribute to their students with a senior salute. Submit a message and photos online at yearbookforever.com and let the yearbook staff design your spread. If you have any questions, see Ms. Tiller in room 350. That's all we have for you today. I'm Isaiah Majid.
Thank you for watching. I'm Rylan Farron. Have a fabulous start to your weekend. To your week, Trojans.